Imagine waking up tomorrow and discovering that every opinion about you has vanished. No praise, no criticism, no judgment. No one is impressed by your achievements. No one mocks your mistakes. Would you still do what you're doing today? Most people spend their lives carrying invisible weights: the opinion of strangers, the pressure to succeed, the fear of failure, the need to be liked, the anxiety of missing out. They worry about things they cannot control, chase things that do not satisfy them, and sacrifice their peace for problems that may never even happen. And then they wonder why they feel exhausted. More than 2,000 years ago, the Stoic philosophers saw this problem clearly. They understood a truth that most people spend their entire lives avoiding. The majority of human suffering comes not from reality itself, but from our attachment to things that do not truly matter. Marcus Aurelius, the Roman emperor and Stoic philosopher, wrote, "You have power over your mind, not outside events. Realize this, and you will find strength." We'll see. This single idea contains the key to freedom, because when you stop caring about things that are outside your control, you reclaim your energy, your focus, your peace, your life. Today, we will explore 5 Stoic lessons that can help you stop caring about things that don't matter and start living with clarity, strength, and inner freedom. Lesson 1. Separate what you control from what you don't. The first Stoic lesson is simple, but it is also life-changing. Every problem you face belongs to one of 2 categories: things you can control and things you cannot. You can control your actions, your effort, your character, your decisions. You cannot control the weather, the economy, the past, other people's opinions, or how others choose to treat you. Yet most people reverse this equation. They obsess over things they cannot influence while neglecting the things they can. They spend hours worrying about what others think, days worrying about outcomes, years worrying about possibilities. The Stoics considered this a form of self-imposed slavery. Marcus Aurelius reminded himself, "If you are distressed by anything external, the pain is not due to the thing itself, but to your estimate of it." Think about that. The problem is rarely the event. The problem is our relationship to the event. The moment you focus only on what is within your power, anxiety begins to lose its grip. You stop trying to control the uncontrollable, and you begin mastering the only thing that truly belongs to you: your mind. Lesson 2. Most people's opinions don't matter. One of the greatest prisons is the desire for approval. People change their personality to fit in, hide their dreams, suppress their voice, and sacrifice authenticity for acceptance. Why? Because they are afraid of judgment. But Marcus Aurelius asked a powerful question. Why should the opinion of someone who cannot even govern their own life determine the direction of yours? Think about it. The people judging you are struggling with their own fears, their own insecurities, their own confusion. Yet many allow these same people to control their emotions. The Stoics understood something profound. Public opinion changes constantly. One day people praise you. The next day they criticize you. Fame is temporary. Reputation is fragile. Approval is unpredictable. Seneca wrote, "We suffer more often in imagination than in reality." The Stoic solution is simple. Live according to your values, not according to applause, because the crowd is often wrong, but your conscience knows the truth. Lesson 3. Stop chasing things that cannot satisfy you. Modern society constantly whispers the same message. You need more money, more status, more followers, more recognition. But the Stoics saw through this illusion. They understood that external achievements can improve comfort, but they cannot create inner peace. There is always another level, another goal, another comparison. Marcus Aurelius observed, "Very little is needed to make a happy life. It is all within yourself, in your way of thinking." This idea is radical today, because the world profits from your dissatisfaction. If you believe happiness is always one purchase away, you will never stop chasing. Work hard, pursue excellence, but do not attach your worth to outcomes. Because when your happiness depends on external things, your peace becomes fragile, and anything fragile can be taken away. True freedom comes when you realize that enough is not a number, it is a decision. Lesson 4. Remember that everything is temporary, everything changes, every success fades, every failure passes, every embarrassment disappears. The Stoics constantly reminded themselves that life is short. Marcus Aurelius wrote, "You could leave life right now. Let that determine what you do and say and think." At first, this sounds dark, but it is actually liberating. Because when you remember that life is temporary, many worries suddenly appear insignificant. That awkward conversation, that social media comment, that mistake from 5 years ago. Will it matter when viewed from the perspective of a lifetime? Probably not. The Stoics believed that awareness of mortality sharpens priorities. It forces us to distinguish between what is important and what is merely distracting. And once you see how temporary everything is, you stop wasting emotional energy on trivial concerns. Lesson 5. Protect your inner citadel. The Stoics believed every person possesses an inner fortress, a place that external events cannot touch, a place of reason, wisdom, and self-mastery. Marcus Aurelius called this inner sanctuary the ruling mind. No insult can enter it without your permission. No setback can destroy it, unless you allow it. Most people hand over the keys to this fortress every day. A rude comment ruins their mood. A setback destroys their confidence. The Stoic does the opposite. They guard their inner world carefully. They understand that external events are temporary visitors, but character remains. Seneca wrote, "The greatest wealth is a poverty of desires." When your peace comes from within, the world loses much of its power over you. You stop reacting to everything. You stop chasing every distraction. And in that silence, you discover something extraordinary: freedom.